All right, howdy, howdy, howdy. So I've got like 20 minutes before students start showing up, so I'll get one or two more in here. Um, I'm gonna skip the next track because it's also like a overdriven hard rock tune that I'll have to experiment a little with to transform into an unplugged 12-string version. So we're gonna skip "You Can't Stop Us Now" and go straight to a really fun song. This one's closest to being done for the album, and the mix is turning out really good. The arrangement is one of the more adventurous arrangements. Kind of gets there's parts of it. All these songs like end up like following in some little like tribute genre for me. Like there's one that kind of like has a lot of little Queen elements and some that have little Aerosmith elements. This one is when you hear it, it kind of like to me at least um, brings to mind some songs by the Who and the Kinks, and this one has a real funny story. This one is going to be like this is co-written by me and the Radioactive Burritos, who I get to hang out with every Monday, and yeah, there one day Parker came to class and said, "Hey, I've got this good idea for a song. It's about this guy who he's the veggie man, and he's got this thing that he can use to sneak into people's houses, and he takes people's veggies and da 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 da." And so I'm just up on the smartboard, like writing at lightning speed to keep up with him. And over the next month or so, we ended up finishing this tune, which turned out to be pretty super cool. And we will be performing it at the Unrecital in Madison Meadow at the end of the year. But by that time, we should have the demo version with me playing all the stuff with my good friend Bo Eastland, who is the most rockin' drummer I know, and really helped me out with recording this album. So thank you, Bo. I am so grateful for that man. He's just like one of the most wonderful characters you can meet. Apart from his drumming and his engineering skills, just the kind of person you want to take your kids and sit down next to just to hang out with and soak up some of that awesome character, because he is a top-notch character. Thank you, Bo. Love you, man. And yeah, so he's helped me out a lot. This one's The Veggie Man. It starts like this. 1, 2, 3. He has a special suit that he wears at night to creep around the shadows in the twilight. He's got a sneaky contraption for opening doors and silently walking over creaking floors. There's a picture of a broccoli on his shirt, the kind that you see growing in the dirt. And if you ever wonder where your veggies go, some of us have lived here long enough to know it's the Veggie Man, and he's coming for your carrots, the Veggie Man, and your Brussels sprouts too. The Veggie Man, he's gonna feed them to his parrots that he got from the zoo. Everyone is wondering who it could be, but some of us know it's Henry. But that's a little something that we'll never share, like the secret location to his veggie lair. When the sun goes down and the moon's aglow, nobody knows where he's gonna go. So shutter your window and lock the doors and hide your tomatoes underneath the floors. It's a Veggie Man, and he wants your zucchini, your black-eyed peas, your peppers and your beans. The things that he needs for his special fettuccine are the stuff of his dreams. You're never gonna catch him 'cause he'll never be found, and everyone is asking all across the town, where does he come from? What's his story? What could be the reason for his veggie glory? Why did he turn into a vegetable thief? And will he ever turn over a new leaf? Someday the tale will be told and the song will be sung of the dinner table rules back when he was young. His mom was different than the other mothers. Every night she'd say to him and his brothers, Henry, Dave, and Greg, if you want your beans, you know what it'll take. Not a single bite of greens until you finish your chocolate cake. It's the Veggie Man, and he's never gonna quit it. He knew his fate since the day he was born. He's the Veggie Man, and you know he's gonna get it. If it's kale or spinach or lettuce or arugula or radishes or beets or cauliflower, turnips or eggplant, pumpkins, acorn, squash, or That's the Veggie Man. All right, what's after Veggie Man? Let me check my. Let me check here. And this is, of course, just a rough draft of the order of the songs, but I think we're getting there. So what have we done today so far? We've done Junior the Turtle, Naked Winter Sky, Mary. Then we went to The Wheel, and that was followed by Bring It Down. Followed by, well, we skipped You Can't Stop Us Now, and went to the Veggie Man, and I think that would be followed by Mean Green Money Machine, and that would be followed by No Shit, and that's actually one that some of my high school kids helped me write. So, yeah, still not sure whether I'm going to spell that in full or use asterisks on the album. Probably just spell it in full, because you know what the hell. I'm 50 years old. I can do whatever I want, you know? And, you know, if somebody's not going to buy the album because of that, then, well, they're lost. So, and after No Shit, then that's, I think that's another Radioactive Burritos song. Called Eat at Dave's, Get Better Eggs. And we'll just scoot to that right now. Why not? Because I got to get going here. But, so this one is this is my Schoolhouse Rock tune. So, yeah, I wore my Schoolhouse Rock shirt today, as you can see. And, yeah, this is how you remember that the strings are E, A, D, G, B, E. Eat at Dave's, get better eggs, which is a lot nicer than another little mnemonic that one of my students taught me. Eddie ate dynamite. Goodbye, Eddie. Okay. But anyways, we'll write a song for that later. But this is the other song that's almost finished, and the mix is starting to sound really, really good. And it's another one that Emily helped me out on the vocals. She took the lead on the first two verses and then did some backup singing with me too. So it's just, you know, throw her voice in on anything and you just, like, you know, tripled the quality of it just like that. It's just one of the best voices I've ever had the honor of being in the presence of in my whole life. So thanks again, Emily. Yeah, she's taken the lead on The Wheel, and, you know, partial lead and backup vocals on this one, Eat at Dave's, Get Better Eggs. And I was also going to mention that the opening tune, Junior the Turtle, I sing the lead on the verses and she sings the lead on the choruses, and the counterpoint between that is just, I think, phenomenal. It's hard for me to be objective, but, you know, it's awesome. Okay, anyways, Eat at Dave's, Get Better Eggs, and then I'm out of here. And another thing about this song is, like, okay, how should we start it? Oh, let's actually make the chords. Eat at Dave's, get better eggs. E-A-D-G-B-E. So that's also not only the mnemonic for remembering how how the tuning of a guitar goes, but it's also the opening chords for the song. It starts out like this, except for the intro that goes like this. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. They're better than Henry's and better than Greg's. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. He went scuba diving under the ocean, straight to the bottom of the deep blue sea, to make the crepe that Olivia wanted. He didn't even charge a special fee, and it wasn't that easy. Or a walk in a park, to creep into the middle of an underwater cave to get a half a dozen eggs from a great white shark. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. They're better than Henry's and better than Greg's. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. Come on, do 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 do. Give it up. Do 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 do. That's right. Do 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 do. You want it. You want it. You want him. You want it. Eat at Dave's. He strapped a jetpack over his shoulder and went flying through the midnight air into the crater of a living volcano with a three-headed dragon holding eggs in her lair. He didn't have to be sneaky or put up a fight. He just remembered what he heard about dragons. Use your manners and be super polite. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. They're better than Henry's and better than Greg's. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. The other day someone put in an order that made him have to travel back in time. Went to his attic for his alien skateboard and set the wheels to a warp factor 9. And now it's the entree that everyone craves. The new Jurassic prehistoric supersonic omelet made with real pterodactyls and T-Rex eggs. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. They're better than Henry's and better than Greg's. What's that? Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. They're better than Henry's and better than Greg's. Eat at Dave's and get better eggs. Come on. Do, 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 do. Eat 'em up. Do, 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 do. That's right. Do, 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 do. You want it. You want it. You want it. You want it. Eat at Dave's. All right. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I don't know how many of you are out there, but this has been fun. We will do it again very soon. Cheers and happy Tuesday.